So are you curious about how to get rid of red eyes? Well, in this video, I'm gonna go over the best eye drop for red eyes so that you don't look like you either have pink eye or that you've been smoking something. So let's take a look. Hey everyone, this is Dr. Joe Allen here from Dr. Eye Health, the channel that helps you with the eyes, vision, and finding the best vision products. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Also, hey, at any point throughout the video, make sure to check out the show notes and the links below for further information about all of the eye drops that we go over. Otherwise, let's talk about red eyes. So there are many different causes for red bloodshot eyes, right? It could be caused by allergies, dryness, infections, maybe trauma, maybe you poked yourself in the eye, or maybe you've been around a lot of smoke, or you just haven't been sleeping well. And this can become a major issue, especially if you're in a social interaction with someone, like going on a date for the first time, or maybe you're at a job interview, or perhaps you're gonna snap a photo for like Instagram, or even shoot a YouTube video, and you're like, oh my God. So I wanted to shoot this video just to give you some pro tips on what are the best eye drops to get rid of these nasty red eyes. Now, the most famous eye drops for getting the red out are either going to be one called Visine or another brand called Clear Eyes. Now, the big issue that most eye doctors have with these eye drops is that they have a nasty little ingredient in them called tetrahydrozoline, or another one called naphazoline. Now, these ingredients act as what's called a sympathomimetic. Now, sympathomimetics means it actually causes blood vessel constriction. So on your eye, you have these large red blood vessels. These blood vessels are really what's causing your eye to be red, and then this medication acts as that vasoconstrictor, so the blood vessels clamp down and get really tiny, and you no longer see the blood vessels, you just see the white sclera part of the eye. Now, the big issues that eye doctors have with these drops are, one, that these drops tend to have a rebound effect. So after you use the drop, it makes the blood vessels constrict, but they tend to rebound, dilating even more. So your eye ends up looking more red than they did just even at the start. Now, the issue is that this happens, so you use the drop again, and it becomes a vicious cycle of the constant, oh, my eyes are red, use the drop, they get white, and then they rebound, get worse, and use the drop again. Now, the second issue with these drops is that they tend to lose their effectiveness over time, something called tachyphylaxis. So you use the drops once and they work great, but then over time you continue to use them and you just never seem to get the same effect. So the eye drop I would rather see people use for occasional redness is one that came out just this last year, and that one is called Lumify. Now, if you've never seen Lumify before, it is made by the Bausch & Lomb company. And this eye drop is an over-the-counter eye drop, so you do not need a prescription for it. Now, this drop works through an active ingredient called brimonidine. Brimonidine has actually been out for a long time, and at its full dose, which is much higher than Lumify, it actually is used to lower eye pressures for individuals with glaucoma. Now, if you're a pharmacology nerd out there, these drops work as a peripheral selective alpha-2 inhibitor, which means that it actually just causes vasoconstriction, just like the other eye drops do. But these eye drops, most doctors will prefer for occasional redness because they help alleviate some of those other potential side effects, such as the rebound redness and that loss of effectiveness over time. And these eye drops work really quickly. It takes less than a minute to work and lasts over 8 hours. Plus, if you're someone who wears contact lenses, you can still use these drops. You just want to use these drops and wait at least 10 minutes before putting your contact lenses in. Now, of course, if you're going to try these drops out, make sure you read the full list of instructions so that you don't have any problems with allergic reactions or any other sort of side effects. Now, the usual price for Lumify is usually around $12 US, but of course you can check out the updated prices through the links I've included in the description below. So for as awesome as these eye drops are, and I do personally use them from time to time, I want you to know that I make these videos to try and help people with their eyes. And I think it's important to understand that your blood vessels on the eye dilate for a reason. They dilate to let more oxygen and nutrients get to the surface of the eye to try and help repair whatever's causing the irritation. So if you're constantly using some sort of vasoconstrictor eye drop, that's actually gonna pinch down on those blood vessels and prevent that nutrients from getting to the surface of the eye and repairing whatever's causing that irritation in the first place. So really, in short, it's okay to be using these sort of get the red out drops on occasion, but constantly using it may actually help slow down the whole body's process of naturally recovering the problem in the first place. Actually, if you're somebody who has chronically red or bloodshot eyes, it's probably best for you to get in to see your local eye care professional just to make sure it's not something worse. A lot of times just using normal lubricating eye drops actually is better for cases of like sun damage to the eye, dryness, or maybe smoke irritation, because those drops are going to help reduce the inflammatory signals on the surface of the eye that cause the blood vessels to dilate in the first place. Now, using those sort of normal lubricating drops may take a little bit more time to get rid of the redness, but they will overall help repair the surface of the eye rather than just sort of masking the symptoms with those artificial blood vessel constrictor eye drops. And those blood vessel constrictor eye drops are just reducing the amount of oxygen and nutrients getting to that surface of the eye. So yeah, sometimes just using the regular like dry eye drops are better. And if you haven't seen my other video on what I consider to be the best eye drops for dry eyes, I will hook that up here in the YouTube card above as well as in the description below. So eye health question of the day. Have you tried Lumify yet? Or have you had success with other types of get the red out eye drops? Go ahead and comment in the section below. And remember, sometimes the best tips come from you and the rest of the Dr. Eye Health community. All right, everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button for me, subscribe if you're new, and share this video with any friends or family that you think it might help. If you'd like to catch other cool videos from Dr. Eye Health, I'll hook you up with another cool video up here to the side or another one down over here. Otherwise, again, this is Dr. Joe Allen here from Dr. Eye Health, the channel that helps you with the eyes, vision, and finding the best vision products. Keep an eye on it. We'll talk to you soon. Eye health question of the day. So eye health question of the day.